Right, it's on. Let's go. You ready? Mate, you asking questions to me, or am I asking questions to you?
I'm asking questions to you. I'm putting you on the stage.
Okay.
You're on the big stage today. But I'm gonna ask you questions which make people want to join your coaching program. Okay.
Have you got the mic?
Oh shit. Jan! We need you to operate the camera. You'll get tagged in the description. We need you to operate the camera because I don't know how to operate. I'm incompetent and we don't have a mic because we couldn't connect the mics. So we're gonna pass the mic passing strap.
I'm gonna set everything up, then I go for it now.
Okay, don't worry, because I'm just gonna come up with questions in my brain.
But Ziad has the questions. Where's Ziad?
But Ziad's doing something. I don't know what Ziad's doing.
I'll send you the questions.
Okay. Yeah, send me the questions actually. Because the questions were pretty good, so most of them. I just didn't like, that first one.
Just change the first one, the rest.
Sehr gut. Alles gut.
Let's see. Oh, battery level 80%.
Fire.
Okay.
And then, pretty much done.
Boom.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, so this is Joe. Well, Joe, maybe you say this is Sam actually. Well, no, I should say this is Joe. I'm interviewing you. Yeah, sorry. This is Joe, very good friend of mine. We're now working together, but we didn't start like this. How did we meet? How did we meet? Let's start there.
So I met Sam in a hostel in, Merida in Mexico, about 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago. We only knew each other a few days there,
Yeah.
but we kind of kept in touch because, I don't know, we both love travel. You started a business, I then maybe like 6 months after I met you started my business. So then I started to get advice from you, and that's kind of how it all began.
Yeah, yeah. And so, like, what would you say, like, because what were you doing before? Describe what you were doing before, like, to try and, like, enable yourself to be in place like this whenever you want. And describe, like, what shifted and what your realization was, and then what made you actually start trying to approach it from a different standpoint. Because a lot of people, I think, are still trying to create this from the, not necessarily the wrong lens, but from a less guaranteed lens.
Yeah, so I started traveling when I was like 21, became a plasterer, and on the side I started making content, and I grew my following slightly, so now like over 200k across all platforms, but at the time it was slightly less, and I kept quitting my job thinking, oh, I'm gonna make it as a content creator, and I was just relying on stuff like brand deals, which are so inconsistent. I had no like monthly income where I could guarantee that I could live in places like this for like 6 months, because it was just waiting for an email to come through from a brand. So I ran out of money, went home, and kind of went back to the drawing board and started speaking to you again, because I saw, oh, you had this thing called an agency. I was like, okay, over the past few years I've learned how to make content, why can't I just do this for businesses? So I took what I'd learned from building my personal brand as a content creator to actually implementing that for businesses. And the best part about it was I was charging like a monthly fee. So I could charge 1.5 to 2.5k a month. And then suddenly I knew what I was going to be earning at least for the next 6 months. So then I was able to start traveling, and that's why over the past 2 years I've traveled to over 25 countries. I don't have to sit there looking at my emails, waiting for like a brand deal to come through. Like I have monthly income coming through my marketing agency.
And not just monthly income, like incredible monthly income. So what I want to now transition to is like, how quickly did you like manage to like get there, and then like what has been the shift since then, which like I think is the main thing we need to talk about. And yeah, so like what's been the shift, and how long did it take you to get from I want to do that to like I'm taking action, I'm making it happen, and then like I made it happen and now I'm free, but now I want to do something else. Yeah, walk me through that transition phase.
So in terms of setting up my marketing agency, I left home, I had 5k in the bank, no clients, and I moved to Thailand thinking I've got like 3 months to make it work. And within those 90 days, I managed to scale to like 5-6k a month. And like the first month, I didn't get any clients. So I pretty much did it in 60 days. But the first month, I was kind of enjoying traveling too much. And then I realized I actually need to make money here if I want to keep it continuing. So yeah, in like the first 90 days, I got to like 5-6k a month. And then in terms of like progressing above that, I feel that a lot of it is like my mindset around money, and like the scarcity mindset of, oh, money's hard to come by, like 10k a month is some ridiculous number that you can't do. Whereas actually you realise the more people you meet when you travel, you go to places like Bali, you realise there's people that started where you were and just took action, and now they're doing like 6 figures a month, and it is so possible. And it's not like these really complicated businesses, they're running like agencies which are pretty simple, and if you take the same steps, it's like so possible.
100%. And so like, for example, I'd say one of the things which actually made you progress the most is you actually took action on like pretty much everything I said. If I told you to read a book, you read the book. If I told you to sit and stare at a wall, you sit and stare at the wall. And so I tell them very unconventional advice, but at the same time, the unconventional advice is what helps. And now you're actually advising people, you're telling people what to do, and like you're doing an excellent job at it. You have like 5 people in your program, like so literally half the program has clients already, and it's only started like maybe 100 days ago. And so just walk me through what made you start that, and like how that has been for you, especially after this last 6 days which we just experienced, actually seeing these people in the flesh, like, and actually being with them and actually helping them in person, and like being able to like connect with them. Explain what that experience has been like to you.
Yeah, so like the reason I started it was I wouldn't have got here today without like Sam's mentorship. I also had a mentor, Louis, and that like changed my life essentially. So I wanted to become that for someone else, and I feel like a lot of the courses out there and the mentorship out there, they're trying to scale these massive businesses where people don't actually have the freedom, whereas mine is build a business so you can have the freedom to travel. And yeah, people are smashing it within the course. Everyone's so like-minded, everyone loves travel, so come into like KOTOR. There's 5 of us this week in KOTOR, like another trip in Bali coming up, there's probably going to be like 8 to 10 of us going there.
Yeah.
And you get to network with people, and yeah, people are smashing it. Like Tom, 5 clients within like 60 days. Jay's just got his first client. Dean's got 3 clients after just quitting uni, like straight out of uni, no skill set, 3 clients in 1 week. Johnny's about to sign a 5k deal after 30 days and starting with no skill set. Like doing all that because we have the course where it's literally step by step. And the hardest thing for me when I started was you just don't know where to start. You don't have that roadmap. I was ready to take action. I knew what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know how to get to that goal. So by having the course, people could go through that whole process. And if they get stuck at any point, they can speak to me, they can speak to you, they can speak to Ziad. And it just makes the process so much easier, and also like personalized to their situation.
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest things is actually personalize their goal. Like, and I think that's the thing that your thing gives people which other programs don't. Like, cause like the way you work is crazy. Like the fact you've been to 25 countries in the last 24 months and you're scaling, you're scaling, your business is only getting bigger. It's insane. It's like almost like the opposite of what people expect. People tell you, oh, you can't go travel, you can't go do this, you can't do X, Y, and Z. And in my opinion, like it's all just words. Like, because if you're actually locked in when you're traveling, if you're actually like focused on like scaling, and not only focused on scaling. This week we've done all sorts of nonsense. Like I've been doing all sorts of nonsense this week, but at the same time, like as a client, it's just the retreat, man. It's like this is the week where we actually connect with each other, where it's about connecting more than it is about even necessarily business, because that's what's going to push our businesses further, and it's about recognizing what actually is going to push you forward. And like mentorship is like, yeah, maybe you think, oh, he's just scammer, he's a course seller, but like at the same time, like he knows something I don't know, he's in a position I'm not in, he's in a position I might want to be in, so why would I not choose to take the steps that they have managed to figure out through hard work, trial and error, and like a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of like dark nights in your room where you're thinking and doubtful. And yeah, I think mentorship is powerful, man, so powerful, and people don't really like take advantage of like all the knowledge that exists out there. I'm not saying you need to pay for a mentor, but I'm saying like even just look on the internet, there's mentors everywhere. And if you think that now is the time to pay for a mentor, now is the time to actually invest in making this actually a full-time thing, I think there's no reason not to. Because even if you invest in the wrong mentor, you'll still learn so many lessons along that journey like that, like are gonna take you to a whole different level and keep you going on that journey. And being on the journey is what actually gets you there in the end. And so my next question, I'm gonna pause for a bit because we're gonna just cut this out. What should my next question be? I'm just gonna transition it back to the mentorship.
Maybe like what's different about our mentorship.
What separates our mentorship what separates our mentorship from other programs out there in your opinion? Like what separates our mentorship from other programs in your opinion?
I'd say the main one is like the one-to-one. Like there's nothing better than, it's like when I had my mentors, they were one-to-one. It's how you can learn the quickest. Like it's one thing getting advice, but getting advice of your specific situation and action steps that you can take, and having someone along the journey. Like if something happens with your client, or like you've got someone to chat it through with, or if someone replies to an email and you don't know how to reply, you can just WhatsApp me and I can like tell you how to reply. And I've been doing this for years now, so I know I've been through all the situations that they're about to go through. So I've got the like actionable advice. And it's also, I'm not telling you need to lock yourself in a room for a year, not see anyone, not travel. The whole part of this is you have periods where you work hard, but you also have periods where you enjoy travel, and you can do both. Like the advice online is, you need to lock in for 5 years and then become a millionaire. But it's like, you want to enjoy the journey. Like the best part for me was like actually grow my agency while I'm traveling, like learning while I'm traveling. And people often like don't enjoy that because they're so focused on, I need to do 10, 20, 50, 100k a month. It's like, nah, get to 5k, 10k a month, enjoy traveling, and if you really want to scale it later down the line, you can do. But enjoy traveling like in your 20s, in your 30s. It's not about just fully locked in on a business if you can't actually enjoy earning that money and having that freedom.
Okay, and I'm a key like advocate of this. I really believe in this because like even for me, I went to Japan, cycled the length of the entire country, stayed in Japan for 2.5 months after, went to Germany, and before that I was traveling for like the next 8 months before that. And it's like this lifestyle is something so much I align with because you learn so much about reality. You put yourself in situations you'd never be in. You put yourself around people you'd never be with, and especially when you're from like definitely not. We come from very privileged backgrounds, I'd say, but at the same time, we're not rich within those privileged backgrounds. And so, when you come from those kind of lower tier areas in in England, which is a beautiful an incredible place to have been born and perspective to have on the world, you almost have this scarcity mindset like you described, and so it's almost like deprogramming by being around people who deprogram you, and so. Yeah, I think it's so important to be around people who make you think bigger, make you question why do I think this way? Why am I thinking about this in this way? You want to be around people who provoke your paradigm to evolve. And so my next question is, what is your top 3 pieces of advice for someone who's just starting out, or someone who has this goal and they know they really want this more than anything else? Like, what is your top 3 pieces of advice you would give them?
Top 3 pieces of advice. One would be like realizing it is possible. Like us being sat here, we're no different to the people watching this. Like even the people doing like $1 million a month, like they all started from the same situation of knowing absolutely nothing about business, about whatever business they're running now. So like realizing that it is possible for you, and it's just taking a set of actions. And if you know what those actions are, it's just taking those. My second one would be, if you've got the energy to go for it and you think, oh, there's more to life than just working a 9 to 5, like you have to actually implement the steps. Like some people are all talk and they won't actually ever take the action, and they think that their situation is like unique. Like when they're posting their first bit of content or sending their first email in the business, like it's not going to be perfect. And that's kind of, everyone went through that. Like everyone started in that position, and the hardest part is like getting your first client. But then from there it gets easier because you're learning and you've kind of got over that first hurdle. And then the third one I'd say is network, because that kind of helps with both of the first 2 steps. Like you learn to actually like break those beliefs that, oh, like people can't earn money just through a business while working online and traveling. When you go to places like Bali, you realize you can. And also by speaking to people, like you give me the advice of using Loom instead of just like messaging everyone on cold email. Like that has completely changed. That just one piece of advice have probably made me 6 figures. So like just by chatting to people, getting a mentor, or even just speaking to people in like a sauna in Bali, they could give you one piece of advice and that could completely change the game for you.
100%. 100%. And it's funny because like I didn't learn the Loom from myself. Like I learned it from a mentor who mentored me through some course like on the internet, which like probably had a lot of skepticism about, probably had a lot of people going, oh, he's just selling a course. But like it's changed my life, it's changed my business partner's life, it's changed your life, it's changed the people in your program's life, it's changed his life, it's changed probably countless others, because these are just the people I know. So like imagine how many people that one piece of advice has had tremendous merit. And I don't even know what the next question should be. Maybe one more question to round it up. One more question to round it up, but I'm just gonna edit this out. But can you just record this on like this both ways? So this way I'm just record the podcast, like, or just like record like, well, no, like this with the camera. Just us create the process of creating this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We just need one more question. Something to round it off.
One day I'll think of a question.
What's gonna like be the CTA?
You can have some advice.
Yeah, we just gave it advice.
3 pieces of advice.
So it'll run very abruptly, but
It's 15 minutes long.
yeah, but like
There was a question on the thing, but I can't remember, on the ChatGPT.
Get rid of the snus. Wow. True. Pass me my phone. I'm gonna find the question. But when you get the shot, like try and catch it from like, yeah, like from kind of like slightly above, but like slightly aiming towards it. Yeah. I wanted to capture the whole image.
Chat the chat. I think there was a good question on there. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. I don't even have access to my internet. Internet. So yeah, do you have your phone? Because I think Jan would have sent you the questions. Okay. Wow, one question.
One we can think of.
We have 3 brains. But 0 capacity.
We get book recommendation.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you. Okay.
Oh, it's think of a book.
Because we could not think of a last.
No, we'll think of one later. I'm trying to think of the ones I asked Louis something for his like favourite podcast. Like if you're in someone else's shoes, like if you were starting out, you're just working 9 to 5, you maybe early 20s in the UK,
Yeah.
you had like a bit of money to invest, like no skill set, no business
Okay. Yeah, I've got.
advice, what would you do? And then what do I say apart from invest in my course?
Okay.
That I'll make.
No skills. If let's say you had to start from scratch, no skill set, no business like acumen, no experience before, how would you do it over again? How would you start out? Like, what would be the process that you choose to follow from this point?
I don't think I'd actually change the way I did it. So what I did was I wanted to travel the world full time. I wanted to be a content creator at the time. So I got a mentor, Louis Armstrong, who was a content creator and was living the exact life that I wanted to live. So I got a mentor and then I took action. Like I would just pester him with questions, go on the calls every week, learn from him, and anything he told me, I would implement straight away. And because I was taking action every single day after work, I was posting videos, I was learning from Louis, like it fast tracked me. It would have taken me years and years to do what I did in like such a short space of time because I didn't have to figure it out myself. Someone had already figured it out and they just told me what I should do. And that's why I was able to travel the world and other people haven't, because they didn't invest in a mentor, they didn't learn from someone that's gone through what they're about to go through. So I'd say learn from people who are in the position that you want to be in, and then take action and really like ask questions and explain your situation to them, and whatever advice they give you, just go full like 100% into it and realize that you have to be consistent, you have to do it every day. And if you do that and take those actions, it is like you will complete it, you will start living the life that you want to live.
Success is inevitable, speed is not. But it helps to know where to go, what to do, and who to follow. And so, yeah, my best piece of advice actually for this is probably like follow the right advice, follow the right people, and like I'm not saying necessarily invest in a program, I'm saying invest in like ideas that you believe in. And like, yeah, your brain believes in things for a reason, and you identify opportunities for a reason, and you feel that you deserve more and want more. You feel that you deserve more. You feel that you deserve more and want more for a specific reason. So if you have that like underlying desire, don't just ignore it, because it's not, you think it's gonna just like subside, and you're gonna realize, oh, I didn't want to be in Montenegro when I was 23 or 22 actually, 22. And like, I was scaling an online business, like I didn't want to be there, I just wanted to be at home in England and like doubting whether I could actually achieve something in life. No one wants to be in that position, and like, I don't think anyone who's watching this has that desire either. So like, recognize you have that desire and just become at peace with the fact like I want more for my life. I want more for my life, and I accept that. And so like I'm gonna make a difference, because I think people are not willing to accept that. They were willing to accept that I'm in this position, so I can't change it, but they're not willing to accept that if I just change how I am, I could probably change my entire situation. And so for me, it's just like realizing that you're the reason you're where you are today, but that's a good thing, because you could be anywhere in the world today because of yourself. So it's all within you, and yeah, follow the right people, listen to the right advice. You know where to find it. And believe in yourself. Yeah, believe in yourself. That's the number one. Yeah. And I think that concludes it.
Yeah.
Incroyable. This is the first time we've actually seen each other in the flesh in 3 years.
3 years,
We've
yeah.
spoke many times on the phone, but first time we're actually seeing each other in 3 years. So it's crazy to see someone you changed the life of, someone who's changing the lives of other people in the flesh, in Montenegro. Was a pleasure. Any last sentence?
No, just go for it. You have to take action, go for it, and you might be able to join us on the next trip, which is in Bali,
Absolutely. Then Kyrgyzstan.
then Kyrgyzstan.
Right. We'll see. We may do have one in between Kyrgyzstan, but we're going to Kyrgyzstan riding horses.
100%.
Facts.
And there'll be links in the bio. So if you want any free resources, if you want to call with us to join the mentorship where we guarantee that you hit 3 to 8K a month within 90 days, all the links are in the bio and you can check those out.
Spectacular. Bomboclat. See, I'm so glad we did that. Now Montenegro